Hey guys, welcome to today's discussion video on Saturday, and welcome to today's discussion on my favorite anime. So welcome to the discussion for Saturday video, and welcome to today's discussion on my favorite anime. Now, as I get started here, we're going to be talking about this, and we're going to be talking about why it's an anime for. And the anime I'm going to be talking about is called Fullmetal Alchemist. Specifically, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. First of all, it's not as long as the original one, Fullmetal Alchemist, and it's not as like branching storylines, stuff like that, heavy as other enemies. Now, what is Fullmetal Alchemist? Well, Fullmetal Alchemist is about two brothers named Alphonse Elric, or Alphonse Elric, depending on how you say it. Basically, their names are Ed and Al, and the story is about Ed and Al's journey to get their bodies back to normal. Well, sort of normal. Now, if you know the history of the Fullmetal Alchemist series or the world, I will explain the world in detail. Basically, in this world, alchemy is real. Basically, any form of alchemy, which is like an ancient form of science that you can do, you can do in real life. There, you can use your hands, you can use symbols. You can use your hands, you can use symbols. So what I'm going to be talking about in detail today is the enemy's basic story. It's basically about the boys trying to get their bodies back from their horrible mistake they did in the past, trying to bring their mother back to life. So let me lower this down here. So basically, the anime is about that, and it's about the basic story. So what I like about the story is it's very like, very character driven. Like the character are driven to try to change the mistake, And the Brotherhood, new type of storyline is better because it's a lot shorter, and it doesn't explain the background story. Yes, it does explain the background story, but it's also a lot shorter, and you get the sense of what's really going on. Because when I saw the original one, I couldn't follow what was going on because they were going back and forth to the past to the present. So basically, I like the ending part of the whole Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood story, because what Ed says at the ending is really deep. It really resonates with me. He says, "There's no such thing as a painless lesson. They just don't exist," and he's right. There is no such thing as a painless lesson. He's right. They don't exist because you need to have pain in order to learn to live with the pain. If that makes sense to you guys, Because if you do a big mistake, you can learn from it, And that's true in real life too, because you can make the biggest mistake in the world, but you can also learn from it, So learn from your mistakes, That's what I try to do every day, And another anime I like would have to be Inuyasha, because Inuyasha is basically like a love story. You see like a demon and a human, a half demon and a human, who don't love each other at first, but then after a while, they start to fall in love with each other. They start falling in love, and they start realizing that they like each other. Because Inuyasha is kind of stubborn. He doesn't like people tell him what to do or how to do it. But like they're like, Inuyasha, you need to go this way, or Inuyasha, you need to go that way. You need to do this, like this, And along the way, he makes friends. He makes good friends that understand him. That understand his mission to save the world from an evil demon that wants to rule the world. And towards the end, he actually gets what he really wants: family with this girl. So A final anime I like is called Gundam Wing. Now Gundam Wing is a good anime. It has a good storyline. It has a very compelling story. You know, if you don't know what Gundam Wing is, you can look it up yourself. And it was one of the first animes I ever saw as a kid. It was just amazing. Another anime I know, everybody knows this anime. It's a classic. It's still around even today. It's called Dragon Ball Z. Now everybody knows about the Dragon Ball series. Everyone knows about how it was based on the Monkey King. Like, it's an original. It's a good series. The creator has since passed away, but he was a good guy. You know, he was a really good guy. He was really good at the story. You know, and he said that the original story was supposed to be about the father's son. Not about him, not about the father. But then he said we get about the father. You know, it's going to be more easier that way, I guess. Now, my favorite character in that series is Piccolo. Piccolo's a Namekian who was born on Earth, basically born from another person. You know. If you know the story of Dragon Ball, you know what I'm talking about. So, Piccolo didn't start out as a good guy. No, he started out as a bad guy. The original Piccolo, or the first Piccolo, I should say, started out as a bad guy, called King Piccolo. And basically, he was a bad guy who wanted to rule the world, who hated all humans, you know. And I don't really blame him that much, because back then humans were kind of, you know. I mean, you can't really blame a bad guy for hating humans because we make a lot of mistakes. But I'm getting off topic. So, anyway, Piccolo started as a bad guy, but over time, something changed him. And what did change him was the main character's son, Gohan. Now, Gohan is the son of Son Goku, or as it's known as in our language, Goku. Now Goku's son was a whiner, he was a crybaby. Of course he was just 4 years old, so I don't really remember that, so you know. But still, he was a whiner, a crybaby, kept getting hurt too easily, you know, scared all the time. And Piccolo just threw him in the woods and just left him there like, you want to learn to survive? Survive on your own. If you can survive for him, I'll train you. And he was a very strict teacher. I mean, he wasn't like soft or anything like that. He was very strict. Because for one, he knew Gohan needed it, and two, he knew Gohan needed a stricter upbringing than what his parents were. His parents were like a softie. Yeah. Or you could say, oh, but he was 4 years old. That's no excuse. His dad was a professional fighter. So was his mom. So you think he learned how to fight from them, you know? Because they were both fighters. I mean, they don't compete each other in the World Martial Arts Tournament for goodness sake. You know, and you're thinking like, this kid's not gonna make it. But turns out he does. Turns out he has inner courage and inner strength in himself. Because if you see the original series, like you see the whole, how Gohan changed over time, you know, how he changed over time, and you know, and I like Goku because he really doesn't give people second chances, even the bad guys. Even though some really don't deserve it. But some do. Piccolo's a good example. Because in the original, in the first series of Dragon Ball Z, which is called Dragon Ball, Goku actually spared Piccolo's life. And if you do know the series, you know that was a big argument, especially with Yami, the guardian of the earth. He said, oh, kill Piccolo, kill him. If I kill him, you'll die too. Because they're connected. Basically, Piccolo is the bad side of Kami. Basically, they're connected. And if he dies, the Dragon Balls die too. Because Kami is also connected to the Dragon Balls. So if the Guardian of the Earth dies, the Dragon Balls die too. You know what I mean? Watch the original Dragon Ball, you'll see what I mean. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's Saturday video, and I hope you enjoyed this video, you know. We're coming up on 3 minutes, guys. So since we have got 3 minutes left, I'm gonna give you guys some instructions. Let me know what you're thinking about this video. And let me know what you guys think what I talked about, you know. How I talked about it, you know. And let me know what you guys think about the animes I spoke to you about. The animes I spoke to you about. Okay, we got 2 minutes left, guys. So I'm gonna leave you guys some ending instructions, so listen up and listen very carefully. If you guys like this video, let me know in the comments and let me know what you guys think of the video. And please let me know in detail what you guys think of this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye! See you later, dudes. Bye, dudes. Bye! Have a wonderful day, alright? Bye!